Hi everyone, welcome to Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had an amazing weekend so far. This is the Sunday Oracle message. It's a lot late. But it is a long weekend here for us, and we have a whole variety of festivities happening over the course of this weekend, and we're having soapbox derby races and the shouting and the clapping, and I was trying to wait for that to sort of subside or at least quiet down a little bit. So if you hear any of that in the background, please know that no one is being harmed. Everyone is out having a good time. It is hot, friends. Hot. It is I think like 28 degrees Celsius, but feels like 33 degrees Celsius. 33 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit is about like 92, 93, something like that. So we went from, like 10 to 33. So it's a significant change. So we've been running around getting the fans and the air conditioners going and all sorts of good things. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's reading. I want to talk about fear. In whatever way that fear resonates with you, whether it is a rational fear, an irrational fear, whether it's, something that stops you or makes you second guess yourself, something that holds you back, or something that sort of stands out in front of you and is a reminder of something that you have experienced, which makes you sort of freeze and feel the need to reevaluate or rethink or overthink situations. As always, my readings are meant to put a little pep in your steps, some food for thought, some gentle guidance, something to help you as you navigate along the path. This is a general reading, so if it resonates, claim it. If it doesn't, leave it behind. Thank you so much for joining me and being a part of the Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot family. We have 4 decks here. We have the Messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle, the Sacred Medicine Oracle, the Spirit Messages Daily Guidance Oracle, and the Everyday Witch Oracle. And I chose these because I love the colors, the blues and the golds and the greens. They just sort of like, it's a good vibe for me. And I picked 4 decks, F for the beginning of fear, E, A, R, not necessarily in that order, but that was my mindset behind it. So we're just going to ask Spirit to guide us, to provide us with some wisdom, that if we are in a situation where we feel like we are holding ourselves back because of an insecurity or a fear, or it might, maybe the situation or the circumstance feels familiar to you in a way that causes you to sort of, go to a negative memory or a negative time, right? Now, most of you know that I have diagnosed anxiety panic disorder. And I do not claim to be an expert by any stretch of the imagination. I'm only speaking from my personal experiences. And fear is something that I understand. How it can hold you hostage almost, to make you feel like you're not able to think clearly, that you're not able to navigate because you're always walking around with that impending sense of doom, that constant what ifing that's happening in your brain, right? We have apple tree and abundance. Sorry, I've got my overhead light on because I've got all the lights off because it's so hot in my room. So I hope that you guys can see this okay. So apple tree in abundance. To me, this feels like you have more than you know. And it's not lost on me that we have a tree, right? We have a tree, the roots, the grounding, right? The standing on the earth and feeling the power of the earth, letting it flow through you, right? Trees are amazing structures. They are so solid and strong at their base, at the trunk. And then as they grow up, as they grow taller, these limbs dance in the breeze. And they stand tall and proud through so many different elements and remain sturdy for years, decades, hundreds of years in some cases. It really is a remarkable thing when you think about it. So this abundance, I think, is like the within abundance, that you have more strength than you realize, that you have the ability to persevere, you have the courage to keep moving forward. This abundance is within you. So in terms of fear, this is a reminder to not lose sight of the fact of who you are. It is a reminder to keep your feet firmly planted on the ground, to persevere, to tap into that inner knowing and that inner strength, and let that be your navigator, and let that be your compass. Sometimes you may feel like you are the trunk of the tree, like you literally feel like you have the power and the strength, the bravery, like that suit of armor. And sometimes you may feel like you are the branch swaying in the breeze, being sort of tossed about. But remember that it all works as one, right? The top branches of the tree are connected to the trunk as the trunk is connected to the top. This is beautiful. Look at what we have. Full spirit moon. What a gorgeous picture. And again, all of the trees, right, shine. Again, tapping into that inside, bringing that light, that strength, that perseverance, that courage out. So finding your voice, listening to your intuition, celebrating any achievement, right? Sort of embracing the forward movement and not focusing on any kind of mistake. I hate that word. I don't like it at all. It's very negative. You know, there's something very magical to me personally about this time of night when the moon shines and there's reflection, right, off of water, the stars in the trees. Watching and listening at that time of night seems very serene, very peaceful, very magical. And sometimes I feel like I am more myself at that time of night because I don't have any distractions. I can think clearly, right? So maybe you sit outside in the moonlight. Maybe make some moon water. There's a full moon coming up on the 23rd of May. Maybe go out and do a release. Maybe charge some crystals or make some moon water. Maybe set some new intentions. But really bringing a sense of focus and clarity to that sort of vibe, right? That time of night when it's quiet and peaceful. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. New beginnings. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now, life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. I mean, that in itself is beautiful. Look at the colors that we have going on here. Not only do the colors match the cards above, but they also are coordinating together. And I love it when Spirit speaks to me through color in my cards. It makes me very happy. And what we have here is you taking your power back, you taking your control back, right? You taking yourself out of the constraints or the feelings of fear and reminding yourself of who you are. Getting a clear picture, a clear path, a clear plan. Breathing, right? Restoring your faith, having a chat with Spirit, reconnecting to be able to bring about this new beginning, this feeling of empowerment and possibility. Beautiful. Well, I pulled that one, so I flipped that one backwards. Or it flipped backwards. We'll take it. Notice how the cards continue to match in their colorings. All right, Spirit, give me a card. Final message. Or final card, I should say. Apparently that was it. I love it. All right, so the first card that we've got is hibernation and regeneration, right? Hibernation and regeneration. This is very much sort of like the Four of Swords, right? The rest and retreat. So again, with this full moon coming up on the 23rd, take advantage of that opportunity to recharge your batteries. Lots of people do different rituals on a full moon, right? You can do a bath in the moon. Do a little pampering. When you are, and again, this is speaking from my personal experience with my anxiety and panic disorder. When I have had a bad, couple of days or a bad week or whatever the case may be, where I feel like I am really nervous, really panicked, and I don't know why. When that starts to dissipate, when I feel like I'm back in control again, when I feel like I can see clearly again, I am absolutely exhausted. It feels like I fought off the flu, or, I was working with some sort of ailment or illness. I am absolutely knackered because my body and my mind have been running astray, on Mach 2, trying to keep me as focused and as grounded as possible, and fighting that fear. So the rest and the retreat, the hibernation and the regeneration, making sure that you're, looking after yourself, being kind to yourself, using the support systems that you have around you, whether that be a therapist, your best friend, your spouse, your pets, whatever the case may be. It is so important that we feed ourselves so that we can sort of start this all over in a much more positive way. And the last card that we've got is prosperity and abundance. So we start with abundance and we end with abundance. Now just look at her. She is kicking back. She is surrounded by beautiful flowers and fragrances. Her kitty cats are here. She's got a drink in her hand. And she is just looking so calm and so peaceful. So relaxed. Like she doesn't have a care in the world. And the beauty part of that statement is that we can all take advantage of that moment. It's a choice. We can choose to put all of the noise and all of the chaos to one side for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, half an hour, whatever the case may be, in order for you to recharge your battery. To just clear your mind and not think of anything. That's how you put fear in its place. It's where you tell fear that it has no place invading your mind or your thoughts or your actions. You are in control, not the fear. Outstanding message for today. I do hope that you enjoyed it. I do hope it resonates. Please don't forget to do all those YouTube things that are so important to all of the YouTube channels that you watch. Thank you so much for your support. And until we see each other again, I wish you many, many blessings. Mwah. Bye for now.